My tracks know no water in a parched dry sea embodiment. A stone's hold is too hot or too cold, but the snake knows by tongue-flagged scent the way to rock shelter home, how to squeeze moisture from a tiny animal bone. Patience permeates a land seared breathless. Rocks gasp as a shadow cast sends a fleck from a cloud, but no steam, not one drop sits from this particle of rain. The spirits grow greedy to grab for anointment. The desert cracks blank with disappointment, but one sustained pant breath can pump life into a destitute moment. A triumphant lizard struts his luck. 3 succulent beetles, snatched from desolate creosote, cram his mouth full of just enough encouragement to continue the trial ancestors knew centuries before him. And this one's called The Womb. Dark and moist, safe womb provides a fertile mud to grow the fragile, hungry question mark. Soft and warm, an ocean wash of song mutes exterior human noise to just a slosh. Pampers the weight to lighten the drag on floating parts. Then the cozy wall erupts, sending the flood that almost drowns, threatening to crush the chance you have to gasp and scream for life. This is called Death Comes Calling. When death comes calling, is it my time to go? I see the portal opening to the star where I am known. The path glitters, spirits susurrate with medicine song. Cold shatters the face of the human world. A stunning silence penetrates the night. I am swept into a stabbing, startling beacon light. There is no time for fear. A cosmic breath exhales, accelerates my flight. This is called The Vinyl Chair. I can't go back to the vinyl chair. The stack of vials, the vein-sucking needle, the 4 white walls, a cell sealed tight against the healthy world. I can't go back to the smiley-faced medical professional, the one who, like a used car dealer, sold me the treatment, a lemon I wish I had not bought. I can't go back to the funereal nurse navigators, those compassionate caregivers steering my vehicle close to death. You people are truly terrible, no matter how well you guide those needles in. I can't go back to the intentional temple destruction, intentional poisoning, obliterating body function, finding nothing left to drive on with, no matter how much the sage doctor threatens me with certain death. Now I know there are people who take their chemo joyfully, drink CT barium like it's mother's milk, smile adoringly at their radiation techs, cherish their ridiculously upbeat doctor like he's the Holy Father, fear death like it's the end of everything. Not me. Not me, this poison for poison, death for death trade-off. Permanent the scar to tissue, permanent the violation to my blessed organs, my blessed disposition, ruining the soul for its faithful transition. Oh yes, I'm truly grateful for the research done, the fight the medical army fights for me, the men, the women who shuttled me back and forth to treatment, who insisted this was right for me once. But I can't, I won't go back to the vinyl chair. The ugliness must stop somewhere. All of us come apart someday. A ripened fruit shrinks in the sun, or drops to rot in the open air. Let me dry in the wind to fall from the bough, blow with the other seeds before settling quietly into the ground. This is called the remembering. Winter has come. The sky forgets the sun. Bears are smart to sleep when revelation's done. The great Mother Earth has emptied her cupboard. Consider her nakedness. What is left to nourish a voracious soul in what seems an endless night? The bear has a feast of memories to savor. A diligent sleeper, she penetrates the dream world, roots out a cache of stories to keep her. Wrapped within them, she makes the visions last, the long starvation, until deep in season's den, nearly blinded by months of darkness, wild with ennui, in one heroic moment, she strikes a counterpunch, claws her way back from sleep's oblivion. Her roars call the sun back, insist the light rescue the sky from its slumbering consciousness. She groans with desire, the anticipation. It is this return that generates her epiphany.
Wow.
This is called State of Grace.
I'm sorry.
You do not become an angel, a messenger of the gods, until for you there is nothing left but trust. Not faith first, but trust that grace knows where to find you. This is called the wanting. Tidy rows, look-alike houses, lawns neatly mowed, all panes dark except one. The bedroom glow is pink, a ruffled upstairs window, the mother's choice, everything frilled, nothing too much for her little girl, her only child, just the two of them. The daughter's hair, fine and flaxen, is stuffed inside a ball cap. She's clearing out, tossing prom pumps and ballet shoes, stuffed animals to the thrift shop, tearing down. Sports idols and teen pinups, she's throwing away childhood. Tomorrow she leaves for war. Tough as the boys, she can do anything. Sharp with a joystick, quick taking a weapon apart, slim enough to fit the helicopter cockpit. She can't wait for combat. Can't wait to care for her own M4. She likes the way she looks smart in her uniform. Her mother could be difficult, emotional, too hard to let her know. She'll leave the notice on the kitchen table by the back door. She'll leave the official photo there also. She'll email when she can, call her mother when she gets to Afghanistan. The sun sears. A sandstorm rises up to greet them. The girl, her team, all geared up for the final day of training, and they're grounded. Khaki, they match the dirt. Camouflage to play again at battle. Cocksure with routine. They're tired of waiting, bored and tired of waiting. They dream of the assault, hot and sleepy, the eyelids droop. Sapphire, the sky again a flawless blue. Heaven's reception is good, the exercise resumes. With security restored, helmets go back on. They're passing sticks of gum around, telling dirty jokes for fun. They've got this drill down. Clear, so easy to click into that correct gear, like fastening a seatbelt. Any child could do it. So easy for the pilot to miss the mark. one shift just slightly off, and the entire crew is snuffed. Nothing left but flame and charcoal smoke that shrouds the human hunk and talc, melts the tortured metal. Without an enemy to overcome, no heroes, nobody won. The game is instantly over. Erased. She cannot remember her daughter's face. She's afraid to check the family photo album, afraid she might be missing there also. She looks at the portrait her daughter left. A solemn stranger stares back. Encased in the frame is a woman she never met. Black and blue, the night the mother knows. The night she sits alone at the table, alone in the dark, alone at the kitchen table. She cries out in solitary to walls in the house, solicits any god who might listen to her doubt, protests aloud the media account. My daughter is not a blunder. My daughter is not charred remains from a helicopter. My daughter is not a number. For heaven's sake, she's barely out of high school. The mother roots to her kitchen lair, waits by the back door, one light always left on. Words like spent leaves, dry in the air, litter the floor. Page on page drift down as she writes to herself, communicates with no one. Over and over she insists on the same thing. She wants her daughter returned. All that is sent home, eyeliner, keys, some soot in a jar. Her heart swells to burst. Only the skin staunches the flow of heartbreak. Only the writing channels the grief, as it leaks vein to fingertip, to drip, drip, drip through pen. Red ink spills to paper like blood upon fabric. Her heart tries to heal shut, no longer seeks to be touched. She imagines the red turning to black. A darkening stunts her path as the wanting wound refuses to scab.
Oh my God.
This is called Soldier. Blood drips from a place where understanding does not flow. The mind clots the breath of life when fear peers out from an open wound. Red. Touch the hole within. Confront the dogma's tide. Damn the drain of spirit. There is nothing left to prove. Christ already knows who you are, Allah too. They sit at a table together where the doors of paradise are always open. Find them here before the broken earth takes hold, too willing to receive you in its churned up sod. That triumphant night when you return from war, will you rush unseen to embrace the cold unknown? Oh, brothers, sisters, give yourself the chance to love the lurking shadow before it staggers to ungainly fall. We need you here above the ground. Deliver us, oh, lead our litter, lilting toward the future with a hopeful song. Okay, this is called Shoshone Tide. Shoshone. I've become the rock. I roll with glittered sand to runny dust. Don't care that I've become invisible in the rusty boulder. I have no fear of becoming air so full the edges blur, where a mountain keeps this bowl of glistening grit full to overflowing. For when the rain comes down, a mighty eraser claps, all boundaries open, casting contents over. Evermores will drown with one torrential soaking. The single drop means everything for the moment, but nothing as it rumbles with the lot, funnels through the mansions of solid block, joins with the litter that rolls to tumble and merge, where wind adjusts the gushing granule to heaps of flat and sparkle. Not a grain will then stand out, no more than any other. I shift to sift within this tide of rainbowed dust. Together we glare into the beam and buff that is a passing thunder. I brought the last one in case you wanted me to read. You guys had it yet?
No, you still have 4 minutes.
Please.
Not done yet.
Please do more.
All right, I won't punish you much longer. All right, I'm gonna lighten up now.
4 minutes.
4 minutes, okay. All right, this is for our friends the whale. I just have to say how great it is to be able to put all these things together. They've just been sort of floating around, so that's great. Okay. Whale love. I wrote this right before Valentine's Day.
This is by special request. I requested her to read this to you tonight. I told her, you have to hear this.
Come to me, you big blubbery hunk, you frenzy of flexing flesh. Bubble up for me, moo! Oh, blow yourself erect, eject high, high over ocean space, show off for me. Oh, hurtle, you torpedo, you sumptuous blimp, blitz your ship for me. Heave and groan, oh, baby, shriek through that blowhole. Each night my ear is plastered to the dark, hoping to hear you come back for me. Deep, deep in the steaming breath, the drizzled Puna night, I wait for any sign of you. Oh, the nights I don't hear you come, how you leave me just aching for your touch, that song you sing. I hold my breath to silence, just hoping, waiting, hoping for the faintest squeak, the lowest moan, to show you still could want me. Oh, whack those pecs, scar me with your barnacles, thrill me underwater dance, fluke slide me, baby, oh, make me wake waves of wonder. Bear that big peduncle, head slap me startled, grin for me, you dilt pickled-faced, you tentacleless step-brother of the squid, splash, splash your enormity. Comb back that baleen and bellow, wop grunt, wop, oh, spy hop your doodah ditty, flush me with saline, knock my flip-flops off with your fishy breath lovin'. I adore you, you slick submarine, oh, give me a cuddle. Thread my waist and roll and tumble, grace me with your ballet flipper, oh, embrace me tummy to tummy, rub me with your coital, oh, any way you want, just sing for me, only me, forget the other mothers. Let me take you home, I need no other escort, I need no one but you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
So,
Thank you.
A little homage to HD mode.
yeah. So I don't know.